If you want a workout that is gonna cover everything, build muscle and definition, this is the workout you need to be doing, because today we have got a circuit style full body plus a focus on the abs that is gonna leave you feeling amazing. I mean, when does a strength workout not? You always feel a little shaky, a little like, what did I just do? But by the end, it feels so good. And I know this workout is gonna be like that. We have not done a structure like this in a while. I love this structure. It's a sandwich structure. And let's go ahead, let's just talk. Like, sandwich structure. Do you always talk about food? Yes, I love food, so I always talk about it. Anything, I always compare it to food. Anywho, let's go, let's get to business. So, structure today. We have 3 circuits. The 2 circuits, the first and the third, are going to be the same. This is gonna be the full body, where we're hitting the upper and the lower body. We're gonna be working for 50 seconds, resting for 20, and we have 10 exercises. Then the second circuit, all about the abs. So yes, we have got a focus on the abs, smack dab in the middle. That's all the yummy goodness right there in the middle of the sandwich. That is gonna be 5 exercises repeated 2 times through, working for 30 and resting for 10. So that's our sandwich structure today. I love this structure, it's so fun. And we're only gonna need our dumbbells. So moderately heavy dumbbells. We're not doing our super heavy lifts today, but just something in the middle. We're gonna work with those weights to challenge ourselves for each exercise, so choose accordingly. I am probably gonna have a range. Let's see what we have going on here. I'm probably gonna have a range from anywhere from about 15 to 25 pounds. That's gonna be my range. So keep that in mind when you're picking your weights. Not crazy heavy, but something that's gonna allow you to keep that good form and get through this full 35 minutes today. And with that, let's go ahead and get into our warm up. We are gonna start with a good morning and reach. So soft knees, hinge at the hips, reach it forward, and then up. Spine long as you come forward, soft knees. And then as you lean forward, keep the weight back in your heels so you're driving that bum to the wall behind you, and then elongating through the spine, stretching out through the arms, shoulders, the backs, the back, the hams, and the glutes. Last 2. In and out squat here. So we're gonna take it in, narrow squat, and then step it out, neutral squat. Back in, narrow, opposite side, step it out. And in. This one, just keep moving. Head up, chest up with that squat. Almost there, a few more. We just have 4 warm-up exercises today and no dumbbells in this warm-up, so we're gonna take a little bit more time through each of these warm-up exercises. Quad pulls are gonna be next. Let's do 1 more on each side. And last one over here. And in. Good, now quad pulls, taking that heel up towards your bum and switch. So now feeling a nice stretch through the front of your leg, through those hip flexors. Squeeze the glutes for a second as you come up, squeeze and switch. One more warm-up move, and then we'll be ready to do it. Ready to do it, I don't usually say that. It came out weird too when I said it. I was like, what? Gotta keep everyone on their toes out there. Can't say the same thing every time. Last 2, and 1. All right, legs out, toes out. Taking it down into that sumo squat and just hold it, press open on the knees. So pressing back here. Spine nice and long, and then just rock it from side to side so you feel a nice stretch through the inner thighs, through the glutes, through the legs. Now from here, drop a shoulder to the center, and then switch it up other side. Two more, here's 2. And 1, keep that sumo nice and low. Hold it for just a second longer. Walk those hands up right above the knees and just straighten the legs. Drop it back down, low sumo. 1 more, up. And drop it. Take it up. We're gonna do 3 more, here's 3. 2 more. And last one, down. Stretch it up. Now, each vertebrae, bring it up nice and slow, one at a time. And we're ready to go. We are getting into our first exercise, our squat. So again, 50 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest before we move on. Grab your weights, start your watch if you'd like to do that. Meet me back here and let's do this. So starting with those dumbbells right on the outside of your shoulders. And here we go, 50 on. Keeping the chest up, weighting your heels, push that floor away as you come up. And exhale as you press that floor away. Now when we're lifting more moderately heavy weight, try to keep a moderate tempo, so not too fast, not too slow, but something that allows you to lift this heavier weight while maintaining good form. Almost there, then we get 20 to rest. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, next exercise is a narrow Romanian deadlift, so feet are gonna be together, and a close grip row. Now with your close grip row, you can use 1 or 2 dumbbells. I'm gonna use 1. If you're using 2, make sure you pin them together. Don't let them go. So legs together, back flat, core tight. Here we go, hinge over. Soft knees, hit the bottom, row it up, squeeze, and up. You gotta think about keeping those knees back as you hinge forward. So weight in the heels, pushing those hips back. Now with your Romanian deadlift, keep this good posture. That means you've gotta think about squeezing those shoulder blades together and keeping your head up. Hinge it down, stick that chest out, wrap those shoulder blades around your spine, back to neutral, and squeeze through the hams and the glutes. Last one. Here we are, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, 20 seconds. Next exercise is a curtsy lunge and a bicep curl. If lunges bother your knees, you're gonna do that sumo squat with a bicep curl. So either way, we're gonna hold it at that low point, then curl and back up. So alternating curtsy lunge and curl or sumo and curl. Here we go. Hit the low point, curl, and up. Now if you're doing the sumo, you hit the bottom and curl. If you're doing the curtsy lunge, as you lower back, you curl the arms and bring them up. Keeping those hips square. Over halfway. Almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds, but I am finishing out this last rep to make sure I'm even on both sides. All right, next we have got a staggered squat with an opposite arm press. So with our staggered squat, remember we want to keep a focus on the forward working leg. The back leg is a kickstand. Kickstand is the same as the press. So here we go. Down, press it up. As you come down and power up, push that arm up overhead. Keep that chest up. Gotta keep that core engaged as well. Especially as we work unilaterally when the weight is uneven. So good for your core strength. As well as balance. A lot of bonuses. Whew, okay, almost there. Last 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds, switching it over other side. So we're gonna bring that dumbbell up on the other side. Again, keep the focus here on this forward leg. Keep the weight on that forward leg. Just balance here with this back leg. 5 seconds in we go. So start with your good posture. Head up, shoulders relaxed and down. And here we go. Exhale when you come up and press. Oh, almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Next, just the upper body, thankfully. We have got a rotating row. So with that rotating row, we're gonna start palms facing our body, and then as we row up, we rotate those arms around to palms facing away. So again, think about your posture. Long spine, and here we go. Row it up, squeeze, hold it, back down. Up and hold, squeeze. Control it down. Try to get that chest parallel to the floor. If you find your low back is bothering you in this position, you can always take a staggered position with one leg forward and one leg back, or bring it up just a little bit, but try to focus on squeezing your back or your shoulder blades around your back to make sure you're hitting those back muscles. So some variations there. Again, if you're feeling that in your lower back. And another thing is to really just engage that core. Make sure you're keeping your core tight, because that will help to brace your core and giving you more stability in that lower back. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, bringing it to the mat. We are doing, what are we doing? A hips up, narrow chest press. So 2 dumbbells, we're gonna drive those hips up in the air. So we're gonna work those glutes and core the entire time. And then we've got the triceps and chest. So hips up, and here we go. Exhale as you come up, squeeze those glutes. Try to keep that spine straight so you're not overarching and rounding up too far, but you're not letting those hips sag. They're in that constant contraction through the glutes. But as soon as you start to overarch and round through the back, you put extra strain in your lower back again. So we wanna make sure we're keeping a straight spine and engaging the muscles we should be engaging. That's why form is so important, because you can be doing an exercise and think you're working one muscle, but if the form is off, you could actually be hindering yourself, not working that muscle, and putting yourself at risk for an injury and overtraining. Last 2 and 1. Whew. Okay, nice, amazing. We're gonna keep it down here. We've got a long lever glute bridge. So that means legs are walked out. We're gonna do a glute bridge and then a pullover. So arms are gonna start up. We're gonna drive those hips up, pull over, bring the hips down. Here we go. So we're up, squeeze, hold it, pull over, drop the weight, bring them up, perpendicular to the floor. Now drop the hips. Now bring the hips back up. Now arms, full rep, down, up, now hips, squeeze. Same thing here, keeping that spine long, not overarching, making sure we're getting that full lift, up and squeeze. Tap the dumbbell, squeeze, pull back up, pulling through the lats, feeling it in the chest and the arms, and in the core. We have 2 exercises to go in this circuit before we hit our abs round. Last 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We've got push-ups next. So no dumbbells. You know, with the push-ups, we're trying to get as many in as we can on our toes. So try to get at least 1, even if it's a half a rep, doesn't matter. You're working up every rep with those on the toe push-ups. And here we go. Push that floor away. Some tips to help you get these on the toe push-ups. Body long and strong, just like a plank. You are solid. You are squeezing the legs. You are squeezing the glutes. Another thing is, think about pushing the floor away. So you're not trying to use the arms to push up. I'm telling you, there is some sort of, for me anyways, if I'm just thinking, oh, I'm just pushing up through the arms, it is so much harder than if I think about pushing the floor away. I don't know what it is. And then another thing is you're breathing. Exhale, press up right there, exhale. You can also work on an incline for your push-ups. That will help you build that muscle to do those on the toes. Last 3, 2, 1. And I still have to move it to my toes sometimes, especially with longer sets. So no shame in that, just by the way, but we are working every rep to get stronger. You know that. Last one here, sumo Romanian deadlift. So bring it on up. Sumo RDL. I'm gonna get my pair for 25s here. 50 on, last exercise. Then we get a minute to rest. Legs out, toes out. Here we go. Back flat, core tight. Pull and squeeze up. Oh, whoa. Whew. Spine is long. Keep those dumbbells nice and close to your body. Whew. Okay, almost there. One more. Here we go. Last 3, 2, 1. Now this is amazing. This is a minute here. I mean, there's so much we can do with a minute. But we're just gonna sit and relax and get ready for our abs round. So remember this abs circuit, 5 exercises repeated 2 times through. We're gonna work through our 5, and then we're gonna go back to the top and repeat those again. Now this round is going to be over before you know it, because it is only 30 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. So keep that in mind as we're pushing. Now I do have a little challenge at the end, but don't worry, it's not gonna be long to target the abs one more time. But for right here and right now, give it everything. 20 seconds and we go. So if you wanna meet me down on the mat, you can do that. Take your time with the reps, because the biggest thing here is to feel that contraction. And we wanna hold that contraction, because that's what's gonna help strengthen and define our ab muscles. So that's where we're at. Here we go, legs up tabletop with a cross-body crunch. Legs up at 90, and here we go. Crunch it up and down. Again, hold it. Bring that elbow to knee, squeeze, and down, nice and slow. Up, squeeze, exhale, and then back center. Up, squeeze. We're gonna bring the feet to the mat next for heel taps. So we're gonna reach those fingers towards the heels. Last one up in 3, 2, 1, heels down. Walk your heels out just a little bit, so you really have to work to tap the heels. Here we go, tap it out. 30 on tap, tap. Now we're really feeling it in the obliques, so take a second, exhale, and switch. Get those shoulder blades up off of the mat. That's one thing that will really help you to isolate and contract through your core, is getting the shoulder blades up. Now when I say that, that does not mean you're crunching your chin into your chest. You're relaxed here. It's just those shoulder blades. It's that contraction. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, now we have leg lower to reverse crunch. So you can do one leg and then the other, both legs at the same time, hands next to your hips, and here we go. So we're gonna lower one leg and then the other, or both, and then crunch it up, down. And crunch. Legs bent or straight, whatever allows you to keep that low back on the mat with the leg lower, and then we lift it up. Oh, this one burns so good. Last 3, 2, 1. Moving on to side plank. Side plank with hip drops, one of my absolute favorite exercises to tighten up through your obliques. So here we go. We're up, drop the hip and squeeze. Now if you want to keep your bottom knee down, you can do that, and just in case you want to know what it looks like, just like this. We're up and squeeze. And again, take that time, squeeze. This is a really good one if you have a hard time with that mind-muscle connection, where you can physically touch and feel that muscle working. So this is a really good chance to feel that, and down. So hold it, feel it, exhale. Last 3, 2, 1. Yes, 10 seconds, other side. And then we repeat from the top. So we're already through our 5 and we get to repeat one more time. Here's 3, 2, and 1. I like the 30 seconds and the short rest because it really does make it challenging, but doable. At least it's, again, it might just be in my mind thinking, okay, 30 seconds. Oh no, the pug has found me on the mat. It's Pug Mania with Olive. Almost there, last 3, 2, 1. All right, back on the back, tabletop crossbody crunch. Roll it back, tuck those hips, get that low back pressed into the mat, legs at 90, so not too close, not too far. And here we go, up and squeeze, hold it. Center and switch. Up, hold it, and back. Whew. And as we're working through the sandwich structure, the full body and then the abs smack dab in the middle, I want to know what you're thinking. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, we got heel taps. So remember to get those shoulder blades up, walk those feet out just a little bit. But I'd love to hear your opinion on abs in the middle compared to abs at the end. Here we go, tap it out. I'm gonna try to remember to ask you again at the end, because if I'm in a YouTube video and someone asks me a question in the middle of the video and I'm like, I can't type back right now, I am not gonna remember to answer. So I hope I remember to ask you at the end. I'm gonna remember. Okay, now this second round through, the burn is wild. Leg lowers to reverse crunch next. In 3, 2, 1. All right, so remember alternating legs or both legs at the same time, and then into that reverse crunch, hands next to your hips. And here we go. Keep that low back pressed in, up and crunch. I love how this exercise just kind of flows. You're lowering, you bring those legs up, you go into that reverse crunch, back into the leg lower. Oh, good, over halfway. Go. Last 3. Okay, I had to let the beep speak for me because I could not. Side plank hip drop. Legs out, going in 3. Here's 2 and 1. Up, squeeze. Remember that bottom knee can be down if you need to. Drop it, drive it. Really squeezing through the obliques. We're gonna switch sides, and then this is the last ab exercise right here in the middle. Last 2, 1, other side. Whew. All right, 5 out. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Remember to exhale as you come up. We'll get a minute again after this to recover, and then we go back to the same exercises from circuit 1. Last 3, 1. Nice job, 10 seconds. All right, breathe it out. Grab a drink if you need it. I actually need a drink right now. We have 45 seconds and we'll go again. So last 10 exercises, same time, 50 work, 20 rest, and then we'll just have a mini challenge before I leave you with our challenge of the day. We've got 30 seconds here. We're going back to that squat. Now just try to think back, I know it's been a little while, think back to that first round. How did you feel with those dumbbells? If you can go up, consider going up. If you need to keep it the same, I'm probably gonna keep it the same because that was challenging for me. But again, I want you to push yourself for these last 10 exercises. Bring it on up, squats are here. Oh dear, here we go. Last time through for these. Squats for 50 in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to stick with the weight. No, the legs are shaking after that little break. Well, I don't wanna call it a break after we worked abs. Oh, the legs, hello. Wow. Halfway. And this is the fun thing about strength training is it is always, you're always working to get stronger, and sometimes you gotta just change directions right in the middle of a workout. It's like, okay, I thought I could go this heavy. Last 3, 2, 1. It helps you to expect the unexpected. And you know, we're trying to get stronger here to be stronger out there, and that's something I could use a little help with. Next, we have our Romanian deadlift with close grip or narrow row. So, legs out, here we go. Oh, narrow RDL, sorry. With close grip or narrow row, up, squeeze, and down. Back flat, core tight. Make sure you're taking a second there to really feel that squeeze at the top of the row. Keeping those knees back. If you let those knees back and you drive those hips back, you will really feel those hamstrings and glutes activate because they have no other choice. So that is a really good option, thinking about keeping those knees back to make that mind-muscle connection. One more. 3, 2. All right. Okay. Curtsy. Alternating curtsy lunge with bicep curls, or that sumo with bicep curls. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, wow. I am a little shocked at how shaky the legs are right now. But I'm loving it with the sandwich with the abs in the middle, because sometimes we don't realize that our abs and core are working when we do exercises like this, but they are. And so once we've already started to tire those muscles, it's a really good way to feel those abs working in these other exercises. Generally, that's why I put it at the end though. Last 2 and 1. Next, we've got that staggered with the opposite arm press. And that's just to allow us to have maximum muscle throughout as we're going through the full body. But again, this is a way to mix it up, to challenge our body, but not overdo it. So here we go, staggered squat, working this forward leg, opposite arm press, and let's go. So right here is you're gonna feel those abs engage, and you really have to maintain that core strength because we've got unilateral. We're working more on one side than the other. All the way down. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, switching it over. Other side, 15 seconds and we go. Resting it out. Bring that arm up. Oh, here we go. 3 seconds, 2, and 1. Good news is, this is that halfway marker through this circuit, because this is exercise number 5 out of our 10. Exhale as you press up, almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, rotating row. So remember, that's 1. Palms face you. You rotate up and away. Palms facing away at the top. Getting that good form. So soft knees, hinge at the hips, back flat, palms face each other, or face you, I'm sorry. And here we go. Row it up, squeeze, control it down. Exhale. And remember those couple of options for your low back, either the staggered, bring it up just a little bit, just make sure you're still squeezing those shoulder blades around your spine, and engage your core. Yes, halfway, oh my. If you don't know, back is one of the hardest muscle groups for me to work. It always has been. Almost there, 3, 2, 1, okay. Hips up, close grip, chest press next. So bringing it to the mat. Oh God, do you see Nacho and Olive? That is so cute. She's giving him a little bit of loving. Here we go, hips up, close press, and we begin. Up, squeeze those arms around, tap the floor with those arms, press back up. Exhale as you come up. Oh no, now I'm getting all the loving and the kissing right on my mouth and my nose. She is obsessed with getting my headphones out of my ears. Oh my God, this is the worst exercise for this, Olive. Please. At least she knows when I need a break. She's like, here, let me help you. No, fuck. Okay, the countdown is almost here. Last 3. Man, what? This is the most awkward place for you to be right now, Olive. Oh, good, everyone, we're still on the ground. For long lever glute bridge, pull over. Help me. Long lever glute bridge with pull over. 1 or 2 dumbbells. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. So drive those hips up, then do the pull over. Bring those arms back up, drop the hips, back into that glute bridge, long lever, so squeeze, keep that back flat. Tap the mat, and up. Are you having fun, little pug? You were keeping yourself entertained over there doing I'm not sure what earlier. Up and squeeze. Almost there, and then we flip it over for push-ups. Oh. Last 3, 2, and 1. Flipping it over for push-ups now. Oh good, Nacho is taking one for the team. He came down on the floor, I think, to help out. He could see my struggle. Here we go, push-ups. Let's try to get 1 on our toes. Let's try to just get 1, even a half of 1. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Exhale as you push up. And make sure you've got that weight through the outside heel of your hand, not towards your fingertips, because that's gonna put a lot of pressure on your wrists. And really push that floor away. Body long and strong. And it's good to take note of when you have to take yourself to your knees if you have to do that, because then that's something you could work towards. Like, okay, next time I want to try to get it to this point. Last one. So always throughout your workouts, I am sorry about my hair as well. It is all over the place. just take notes throughout your workout so that you can progress yourself as you go. We're bringing it up, sumo, Romanian deadlift. I don't have much time to talk about that point, so I hope you get what I'm saying here. All right, sumo RDL, legs out, toes out. Last 50 seconds, and then I got a challenge for you. Here we go. Back flat, hinge it down, pull and squeeze up. So our last challenge is going to be a 1 and 30-second plank. We are gonna hold plank. Now I know this is a challenging exercise, and it's one that maybe you don't love. I am talking to myself. I don't really love planks. I'm gonna tell myself I do right now, because we got a 1 and 30, but we're gonna do some variations in it. But again, we gotta take these challenges as they come, do what we can during the challenge to get stronger. And we're gonna go right into plank. You can do it on your hands, you can do it on your forearms, you can do it on your knees. Last 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna bring it down. 1 and 30 seconds, we still have just a little bit of time. 10 seconds before that 1 and 30 comes on. But again, you can be on your knees in your hands, you can be up on your hands, you can be on your forearms, wherever you need to be. But here we go, 1 and 30, let's hold it. Now as we go through this challenge too, I'm gonna give you our finisher that pairs really well with this one, because we didn't really have a lot of direct action on the arms and shoulders, that being the biceps, triceps, and shoulders today. I mean, they still, trust me, they still felt it, and when you do this finisher, you are going to know that they worked, but this finisher is going to help build that definition in those muscles. So if you're looking for definition through the bicep to tighten up the tricep and then that rounded shoulder, this quick finisher is one of those that's going to help. That's the point of the finishers. So you'll see the finishers that I have, also the workouts, I should say, not exercises. The exercises, nope, I said it again, the workouts, like 200 or 300 reps, those are also gonna help increase the time it takes to start to build that muscle and definition. From here, I just want you to rock it forward, just a rocking plank now. You got 30 seconds. So that finisher today is the arms and shoulders. You'll see that pop up on screen. Don't forget, let me know what you think of the sandwich structure with the full body circuit sandwiched between the abs. And then if you want help staying consistent with your workouts, you wanna build that muscle, you wanna get stronger, you gotta get the calendar. And that link is down in the description. Our monthly calendar is out now. Last 3, 2, 1. We made it, we did it. I love that challenge at the end. That was amazing. Listen, the next time you're embarrassed about doing something, or you're like, people might look at me funny, just remember what I look like in this moment with my hair and my facial expressions. And you don't have to worry. You just go do what you gotta do, because that's life. We're not gonna worry about what other people think. We are gonna go do it, and we're gonna make the most of it. Even if the dog has attacked us during our workout. Either way, you got the finisher here for you, the arms and shoulders finisher, but look how sweet she is. And of course, I want to thank you for working out with me. It is always so much fun to work out with you, so much fun to get strong with you. It always makes it better when we can do it together and we know that we are burning together. Leave me a comment. Do you like sandwich or do you like abs at the end? I love you so much, and I will see you over at that finisher.